Right along. So if you see me slipping, yeah, let me know. Cause it ain't the end of times yet. I know, but it's getting close. Yeah, I need my space to breathe. That's why I be going ghost. I ain't trying to stay up on that wide road. Cause I can't let them take my soul. Nah, no. Oh, I can't let them take my soul. Nah, no. I can't let them take my soul. Nah, no. Oh, I can't let them take my soul. Nah, no. They thinking I'm bluffing, but I promise I do it. That K got a drum, like murder and booming. Sending you verb, if I get my little Uzi. They thinking I'm crazy, I'm gon' see you the haters. People I'm saying get what I'm painting. A picture big, I call it little baby. If I'm on the board, then we playing chess. If you on my way, you gon' need a vest. Act big, you might get stretched. All your gun talk, I ain't impressed. My 45 seen real traffic. That's Dallas, Texas. My little partner called a body for a Maserati. He told him get up out the car, hit him with the shotty. That 12 gauge, gave him life in the 12th grade. I tried to write him, but we ain't on the same page. I caught him slipping, I just had to let him know. It ain't the end of times yet, I know, but it's getting close. These demons really out to get you, so you better guard your post. There's certain things I could probably let go, but I can't let them take my soul. Nah, no. Oh, I can't let them take my soul. Nah, no. I can't let them take my soul. Nah, no. Oh, I can't let them take my soul. Nah, no. I can't let them take my soul.
Don't got no heart, I got an icebox. Griner rolling, swipe out the G-Shock. Moving slowly, I know the street hype. No more double, go ahead and detox. Yeah. Came from the trenches, they ain't showing us no love. Thugging in the city, all we wanted was a hug, yeah. We on the block like every night to catch a buzz. Get the cash and tell my family out the hood, that's a must. Was a hood baby with no soldiers. Bad past never left my mind, it's taking over. No, I should've died, that's why it's hard to stay sober. Glad to see the sun, but my heart getting colder. Life's so crazy, what we been through. When you die, the only time that they gon' miss you. Tell my mama no more tears, no more tissue. Ooh, just some hood baby with some issues. Hood baby from the struggle. Long time had to hustle. Glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through. Hood baby from the struggle. Long time had to hustle. I'm glad we made it through. I'm just glad we made it through. Pull up in that rain, see me ballin', yeah. 30 feet.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Y'all know who it is. You know the voice. You know the sound. James Williams, DJ Exclusive, is in the building. Good morning, everybody. Y'all grab your coffee, your tea, whatever it is you need to get your morning started. Like it or not, it's going down. Good morning, everybody. Shane Dragon with the finger always. Good morning to you. Rumble Dragon, Carly Williams, good morning. Tyler Hackner, Iris Jones, good morning, y'all. Nicole Howe, good morning. Craig and Lenny, good morning to you. Brother Tiger, good morning. Good morning, everybody else, wherever you chat from, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you chatting from or streaming from. Good morning to you.
What it is, what you want from me, what you want from me. me.
Mary C, good morning.
Tell
What's
me
to
what
be
it
good?
is.
Good
Don't tell me
morning to
what
y'all.
it ain't. They try to throw salt, it just made the pressure raise. Going through a phase, gotta get myself out it. Don't talk about it, boy, they said you gotta be about it. So I be trying to face the world head on. Front seat riding, cruising down the
Melly, good
meadows.
morning.
Pedal to the meadow, cool breeze blowing down the windows. Calm trees blowing trees, get that boy some headroom. On the interstate in traffic, but I swerve out. So what's the moves for the night? What's the word now? What's the links? Hit me up, we could go now. I got hella pieces, she got hella
Creative
features.
Impact,
She
good
me hella
morning.
geeked up.
Good
She
to
be
see you
blowing
as always,
shisha.
too.
She for homie loud. Hope them boys don't creep up. I don't know a thing if you do not speak up. In my own world, I don't try to
Girl, tell me what you want. Don't be tryna front like I ain't what you want. I ain't here to stun, let me take you out for lunch. I'ma get you drunk, yeah, feeling on your buns. Licks in the blunt, I got ash in my cup. All these girls showing up, but
Mama Bina, good morning. Good to
girl,
see
you the one
you.
I want.
My College
Girl,
Park
you the
neighbor
one I
now.
want.
Okay, I see what you're doing there.
Hey,
All
come
right.
and show me love. You wanna be a rider, and I'm feeling high, I can't deny it. She a bad joint named Maya, and when I seen her, man, she look fire. She got me feeling higher than a sour, so I'm tryna feel how I feel inside her. I asked her what she doing, she
Brittney
like
Butler, good
nada.
morning
So
to
she
you.
just chill, I'm about to get up in the shower. I said, alright, cool, I'ma be there in an hour. I just wanna live like a Kuna and Matata. I ain't got no time for no baby mama drama. All about my commas, my letters, no tomatoes. Always bragging what they got up in they wallet. Ain't no really telling if we let us see tomorrow. Get it on my own, I ain't really tryna bar. So I stay fly.
Good morning, Mama and Daddy. Love y'all, mean it. Good to see you, Mama. Hope you got some rest.
Tell me what it is. What you
Sonny
want
Wright,
from
good
me?
morning, good morning.
What you want from me?
Mara
Tell me what it is.
Cerise,
Don't tell
what's
me what
going
it
on,
ain't.
sister?
They try to throw salt, it just made the pressure raise.
Say some
Going
good
through a
crap, doing
phase,
good.
gotta
How
get
about
myself
yourself?
out it. Don't
Good
talk about
morning
it,
to
boy,
you.
they said you gotta be about it. So I be trying to face the world head on. Front seat riding, cruising down the meadows. Pedal to the meadow, cool breeze blowing down the windows. Calm trees blowing trees, get that boy some headroom.
I know you are, Mama. Mama called me at 5 o'clock this morning, scared the crap out of me. G-Man, good morning to you.
Sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me. No, you
G
just
Rocky,
can't
good
hurt
morning
me.
to you.
No, I ain't been right more than I've been wrong, and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me. No. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, no, no. I know it's hard to be polite, and it's easy being petty. My mama used to tell me, gotta use you when he ready. Man, it's crazy how my brother said it could have been my cell. It's either prison or a grave. That's when everybody tells
What's to
me,
be
man,
good?
life
We'll
ain't a
definitely
beach,
keep
it's a
them in our
female dog. I'm
prayers.
staying 10 toes down, though I
Most
still might
definitely.
fall. Oh yeah, now I done came
Shelby
through,
H,
knocking
good
pictures off
morning.
you out. Cause loving people who persecute you, they still a be a light up on my path and a lamp under my feet. I know my faith strong, but my flesh still kinda weak. When that victory be looking like the verge of defeat, and I feel like disrespect, help me turn my other cheek and say, sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me.
So I got one for y'all. My friend has a compulsion of dipping his testicles in glitter. Yes, I said that. My friend has a compulsion of dipping his testicles into glitter. Pretty nuts.
No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, no, no.
That cracked me up. If y'all don't laugh, I'm gonna laugh my damn self. It's okay.
No, you just can't hurt me. No. See, it's hard
Smack
to be
Master,
polite,
good
it's
morning
easy
to
being
you.
petty. Mama used to tell me, gotta use you when you're ready. Cause I ain't working on my own timing. Ain't got no diamonds on me, but I stay shining. Yeah, yeah. They say the world would be a better place if we take out the hate. Yeah, let's keep it real. It'd be better if we just subtract the fake. Yeah, so be a light up on my path and a lamp under my feet. I know my faith strong, but my flesh still kinda weak. When that victory be looking like the verge of defeat, and I feel like disrespect, help me turn my other cheek and say, sticks and stones may break my bone, but your words can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, I ain't
One
been
Lost Spirit, what's going on? Good to see you. Good morning to you.
and it still can't hurt me. No, it just can't hurt me. No. No, you just can't hurt me. No, you just can't hurt me. No, no, no.
You know, there once was a king who was just 12 inches tall. He was a terrible king, but made a great ruler. Yeah. Buster, you know we always gonna hold you down, man. Always, Buster. One Lost Spirit, is good to see you. You probably haven't heard the new song. Don't worry, you're gonna hear it today, brother. Hey, and also, does anyone know, do they allow loud laughing in Hawaii? Or just aloha?
I never switch sides, like even when I die, I'ma ride for the squad, not the ties in the hearse. I've been on a vibe kinda hard to describe. I'm in between, I'm good.
Alan, good morning to you, Alan.
Then I come alive in the night to realize I'm in the middle of the time of my life. I never so packed for the stack, never lied on the rack, got a bag from the way that I write.
Yeah, I can't tell that joke on here. I definitely make sure I post it in the Discord. Good morning to you. Elizabeth Miles, good morning.
Just feel from my lips, feel big from the bit, take a sip till I pass out. Try and get grip, but it don't make sense, cause you can lose life on this fast route. Yeah. Turn thoughts to a cash cow. I might flip that to the
Try not to overdo y'all this morning. Try not to. Light it up is going on right now.
Slapping myself on the map. You long with the wind, but we know that it's cap. 5-hour flights, couple nights at the flat. To be real, couldn't see me making moves while I'm at. I'm still on the grind, limit time when I chat. I'm burning down sage, keep the demons away. When I write it, give a piece of myself to the
Josh, I'm about to post something in Slack, and if you can get it for me, that'll be amazing. Somebody just sent this to me. I think it'll be a good compliment.
But I couldn't see that, and he cleared down. Start to feel like I'm on one. Settle in, I'll be here for the long run. I'm a slave for the cash, got snakes in the grass, no brakes on the head, but it's all fun. We done seen it all, heard it all.
All right, Josh, text Slack. I just posted it in Slack for you.
I'ma curve them all, 12 missed calls, and I still made a curtain call. He done light it up, lighten up. Hear him talking, they ain't right enough, tighten up. Everything that I came for, I left with. I don't bang sets, I just bang on the set list. Going past something when I came for the breakfast. Put me in your prayers, I might put you on the guest list. Young, tell me reckless, gold in my soul, got the same on the necklace.
Elizabeth loves you as well, too. One more spirit, we appreciate you, man. Martin Weber, good morning. D Rocky, what's going on? Good morning to y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Like it or not, it's going down, starting up next. Y'all stay tuned. Hey, also, job interview. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Me, I'd say my biggest weakness is listening. I can do this all day.
I'm a little bit too consumed, but every part of my body is telling me to run away from you. Come a little bit closer, yeah, yeah. Come a little bit closer, yeah. You're a little bit crazy. It's been days but you never change. What's love got to do with it? He comes around, better knock that stuff down. Come a little bit closer. Yeah.
Hollywood, what's going on? Good morning to you. More OJ. What's going on, more OJ?
Ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right.
Shout out to everybody that came out to the paper party Friday. I greatly appreciate y'all. It was very tumultuous, but we still had a good time. We'll talk about it later.
You're a little bit selfish. You get mad every time you lose. You can't take me with you. I'm scared you're gonna blow your fuse. Come a little bit closer. Yeah, I can really start over. Yeah, in the back of my mind, there's someone waiting on me. You're just wasting my time because you're scared and lonely. Finally got some closure. Yeah, I can finally start over. Yeah, to all my ladies who got a brother that doesn't treat them right, put your finger right in his face and tell that man bye-bye. I'm too fly, I'm too fly. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Here's to the memories. Cheers to who used to be. Your friend said that you left me. I'm glad that's what you believe.
You stay home and be nice. Boy, I will be gone all night. I can't fly by myself, 'cause I won't be here alone. No. You don't know what you got. You don't know until it's gone.
Mark, I'm trying to do a little bit, Mark, just a little bit.
You don't know what I am worth. Your words are like bullets now. Sometimes they hurt. I stay high when bullets fly.
Roller Dragon, don't they fit perfectly?
I don't reach, won't
I was looking at that myself.
I can't wait till it's over. I can't wait till it ends. Nobody put on your shoulder, and no need to pretend that we are alright. Just wanna get lost. It's the only thing I wanna do. I wanna forget where I came from, where there's no getting over you.
This damn kind of rap this morning, though.
Sometimes they hurt. I stay high when bullets fly. Out of reach, won't be coming down. I can't wait till it's over. I can't wait till it ends. I'm gonna tip on your shoulder, and no need to pretend that we are alright. I won't spend another night.
Miss Nuru, good morning to you. Laura Strada, good morning. Esther Broker, good morning to y'all.
When I get you back, oh yeah.
get you back, oh yeah. When I get you back, oh yeah. I promise you'll never leave me. When it comes to you and
Infinite
me,
content, what's going on? Shout out Letter Hack. Yes, we always shout Letter Hack out. You just stay in here in a minute. We let you down. Letter Hack is the dog. That's my man right there. Trevor Brittney, what's going on? Good morning to you.
Oh, please say that you believe it. 'Cause I don't want to lose you. I hope you feel that way too. No, I don't want to lose you. Baby, don't go. Don't go. When I get you back, oh yeah. Get you back, oh yeah. When I get you back, oh yeah.
All right, y'all. Looks like the queen is in the building, so y'all know what time it is.
Hey man, yeah, it's the summertime, right? Let's get it like a knot. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. Yeah. Like it or not, it's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going.
Well, I saw it twice
like
already.
It or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going down.
Rebecca Zora's in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, a real life is I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. She's always coming up with the master plan. Politics, dreaming, trying to find the meaning of life. While the fans keeps us in stride.
I am your DJ exclusive. Y'all know who I am. I stay dropping them jams.
Good hope, dad jokes, culture, it's politics. What's here right now is the culmination of all of this. I started out with the mic in my hand, and I ended up with the plethora of fans. I love bringing joy to the people. It makes me feel great, makes me feel regal. I do what I do for you. Tuesday to Thursday, you know how we do. Let's go. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going down.
Like it or not, it's going.
Better Flaw, good morning, Melody Dennis. Good morning, y'all.
Like it or not, it's going, it's going.
Let's get this show started. Let's go, guys.
Like It or Not with Benjamin Dixon starts now.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth.
And not care who doesn't like it.
All right, look, I was trying to get me together too, like over here, trying to figure out what it was looking like. Okay, we're looking all right. I see it.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, looking like I want to run to you. Ooh. You're giving very much Whitney this morning. See, every morning I think I'm gonna have to do whatever outfit you have on. I'm gonna have a song just for you. Okay.
I'm sure. I live for it, though. I live for it. Yeah, no, I'm your host, Rebecca Azor.
Excuse me. No, I'm your co-host, James Bubba Williams, DJ exclusive, DJ X3C, Big Daddy, whatever you want to call me. It's okay. But don't call me
all of the above.
Hard ER, and this will be okay.
Oh, except for the hard ER.
Don't call me hard ER. We'll be okay. Call me anything you want, but not the hard ER. Be good.
Yeah, I would have to, you know what I'm saying, pull up my little shoes. Like, yeah, Rebecca, they outside, and I'll be outside like them kids was ready to fight with their parents on TikTok and YouTube this past weekend. That is the latest trend on social media. Have you seen it? Where the parents are walking into the room being like, listen, put your shoes on. The kid's like, mom's like, put your shoes on.
Oh, yes, I did.
Dads are too. Dads are into it too. They're like, there's some kid out there. No, their dad is out there trying to beat me up, and they're saying they're going to bring their child. So I need you to fight for me. And most of the kids of color are like, yeah, it ain't nothing. But the little kids, you know, some of the other kids, they're like, I don't want to fight, and it's okay, and it's okay. They're like, and they start crying, or I don't want to fight, mom. Like I did not. You throwing me into your problems, your issues in your own life. I don't want to fight,
Right.
but yeah, my kid better not put them hands up. Get ready, if ever. But some people
Get
think
ready.
some people are saying that this is. I think it's funny, and I'm not really into a lot of trends where like it's because they can be abusive, but this is funny. This is hilarious because some kids aren't into fighting. They're just not. Some kids are ready. There was one lady with 2 kids. Her son was like, "Oh yeah," he did like a karate kick in the air to head to the room, go get his Crocs, because all the kids for some reason were putting on their Crocs. Said this is a new breed of children. They all were putting on Crocs. So he did like a karate kick. You know how they do some kind of weird like move, and then they got to run off. Yeah, he did that to go and get his shoes, and then the sister's just like, "Mom," and these are 2 black kids. "Mama, I don't want to fight though, mom." And he's just like, "Well, she don't want to fight. I'm ready. I got moves." And he's just putting on his shoes, and she's just like, "I just don't want to fight." But it was so adorable to see the 2 personalities of those kids. But yeah, my kid better. I would have never put my kid in that situation, but my kid better know what's up.
They are, mine already better know what's up too. Because like anytime if I say, "Hey, they pulling up outside, they bringing their kids. I can't fight no kid, but you can. So I need you to man up and let's go." All right, daddy. That's all I want to hear. All right, dad.
Listen,
right, Bob.
Okay, mommy. Okay, yeah. Because listen, you are Haitian. All right, you Haitian. Look, even if the daddy ain't Haitian, you Haitian. Okay.
Okay. You Haitian. It don't matter.
That's it. That's all, and that's all that matters.
And then Rebecca, I posted one video somebody just sent to me. I thought you were talking about this one. It looks like some kids were fighting the police, like in Pampers and diapers. I guess they were coming to serve a warrant, and the kids out there like cussing them out. Yeah.
And the police pulled up on them.
I think so. I haven't even watched like the whole thing myself. If we have time today, we'll show it. I dropped it in the Slack, so we'll see, because I haven't seen it myself yet.
Well, there was one that I did see that and while I'm saying that right now, could you drop the link for me? And if you go into Slack, because I always have issues clicking on that link. But there was one where the I don't know if it's the same video that you're talking about, but there was a child were children driving, and they went into a parking spot, and police came behind them. So the kids, they're babies, they had to be like 3 or 4. They jump out and they start running, and the police are like running after them. And I said, look, it was giving me what's that man's face that everybody be posting when it'd be like some racist stuff. Oh, you do? Oh, you do?
I can't stand y'all.
I don't know why.
Oh, that.
It gave me big. It gave me big, like, I don't know why it triggered me, because I felt like I was actually watching Cops. And first of all, the stripes on that car look a little bit like Palm Beach County, but it may not be.
It does. It's either Palm Beach County or California.
Something.
But it looks like Palm Beach. It definitely looks like Palm Beach.
And so I don't know why it triggered me, like I actually was watching Cops. And I'm like, these kids should not. I don't know. I don't like it. But then the kids in this, why would it look like they really parked it? Like they turned into the parking lot and then they got on the curb. But yeah,
you always got that one slow one that take his time get out the car. The driver always hauling ass.
It's ridiculous. I'm like, dang, like what? But I'm like, why would they? Now it really gave me. I forgot his name, but we were just talking about that man. Where they, every time they post something that could be slightly racist, they have a meme of him and like in the little hat. He was just in trouble. He calls white women snow bunnies.
Yeah, he was caught. Leonardo DiCaprio. From Django, like,
no, I am talking about the guy. There's Killer Mike, and then there's the comment section knows what I'm talking about. They have to, because you said Leonardo DiCaprio, and you done took it to the left.
Yeah, because from Django, he got that little mustache. Django.
No, it's a black man who is a woke black man, and every time they post something like this, huh?
Charleston White, Josh said.
No, y'all really tried it right now. The woke black man on Twitter, every time something that looks racist comes up, they will post him in the comment section and either have on a hat
The
on him.
Hotep man.
Yes, you know him. We talk about him often.
Oh man, Umar.
Thank you, Dr. Umar. And that's when I saw that clip, I channeled Dr. Umar in that moment. I said, it was giving me that because I wanted to see who was going to come out of the cop car because I wanted to see, it was. I don't like that. The world is we not feeling the cops right now for y'all to be joking like that.
Okay. You already know because you see his ass staying in the car, right?
Okay. So, anywho, I hope that we made you guys laugh. I know it's been a long weekend because we are on Tuesday, not Monday. So we're on Tuesday, not Monday. So hopefully we got you guys started this morning with a little bit of kiki, and we're gonna get right into the stories. There's a few things that were happening. And it's funny because when we don't do Mondays, it's like we miss out on a lot. I can't lie, we miss out on a lot, but I do.
A lot.
We need that recovery time on Monday, but we do miss out on a lot because there'd be like stories that drop. Like,
yeah. And then the funny part about it, Rebecca, is that when we do Mondays, nothing happens over the weekend.
It's dry. It's dry. It's dry. Okay. So, anywho, this weekend, or Joe Biden was yesterday. Joe Biden released an executive order for abortion rights. Joe Biden, this executive order builds on the actions his administration has already taken to defend reproductive rights. Look, allegedly, I'm just kidding. Protecting the privacy of patients and their access to accurate information, promoting the safety and security of patients, providers, and clinics, and coordinating the implementation of federal efforts to protect reproductive rights and access to health care. Let's take a look at the developments with abortions and the Biden administration.
Executive order is protecting access to the American women and men. This is a nation. The challenge is go out and vote. Well, for God's sake, there's an election in November. Vote, 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 vote. Consider the challenge accepted, court. But in the meantime, I'm signing this important executive order. In states where clinics are still open, to protect them from intimidation, to protect the right of women to travel from state that prohibits seeking the medical attention that she needs to a state to provide that care. To protect the woman's right to the FDA-approved, the Federal Drug Administration-approved medication that's been available for over 20 years. The executive order provides safeguards to access care. A patient comes into an emergency room in any state in the union. She's expressing and experiencing life-threatening miscarriage. But the doctor is going to be so concerned about being criminalized for treating her, they delay treatment to call the hospital lawyer who is concerned the hospital will be penalized if the doctor provides the life-saving care. It's outrageous. I don't care what your position is. It's outrageous. And it's dangerous.
I'm sorry. Like, listening to him is has become like watching paint dry. It's crazy. You want us to vote, vote, vote. We clearly see that it's outrageous. We know that we get it. Whew, that was I was tired.
All I say is like it took damn long enough for you to use your power, child.
But it doesn't matter how many times it doesn't matter how many times I feel like, and I know that there are other people that have to back him in order for certain moves to be made and
Right.
things of that sort. I do get that, right? But it's like we don't hear or see enough when abortion happened, Roe versus Wade. We just got things like these talking points because, like I said, this is like watching paint dry, like crazy. And all I remember from the speech is vote, 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 which is a tired talking point. And it's outrageous. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. I mean, I heard Kamala speak on it a few times, and it's like going and got me going in circles. That's what it be doing. That's what it, and I'm like, get to the point of it. And it is about time. It took a minute, but when the people were actually so stressed about it, I feel like those are the times that we should hear more from the Biden administration. But it's funny, they don't come out until later, and after people have already been potentially beaten by officers from protesting, after people have already probably tried to figure out decisions of how they were going to make moves on their own bodies. We didn't get much from the Biden administration, and it's been like that with them. It's almost like they keep quiet until, for them, things die down. But they'll do things like something random, like, "Hey, we just painted the West Wing." A baby, actually a Tiffany blue, and it was my wife. It was my wife Jill who, for a long time, thought that when she came to, it be stuff like that. It really be stuff like that. And so I'm like, people are out here ready to die. People are out here. It's so many different issues happening, and you guys don't. It's like they don't read the room.
Right.
It's almost like they don't read the room.
They never read the room, child.
No.
It's like, oh, okay, child, y'all did what? Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's
still at 33% rating. Okay.
Never mind. For those of you guys who are falling asleep like me, the Biden administration, they released the updated guidance yesterday, and it's reminding doctors around the country that they're protected by the federal law if they terminate a patient's pregnancy as part of treatment in an emergency circumstance, and threatening to fine or strip the Medicare status from hospitals that failed to do so. The action, of course, was just announced over 2 weeks when the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade. And this it comes in response to reports of widespread confusion in states that have enacted the bans about when doctors can perform abortions without risking prosecution. It's one of the many demands that progressive activists and lawmakers have made of the administration in the recent weeks. Of course, it's the new action, one of the promised pieces included in the executive order over Biden signed last week, may not be enough to stem swelling criticism from progressives. And I agree about that. And reproductive rights groups arguing that the administration has not acted swiftly or aggressively enough to protect abortion rights, and has largely focused on calling on people to vote in the midterms. And this is what we're seeing here, is what we just discussed. That's all they're doing is utilizing these talking points. Not only are they just utilizing these particular talking points, which is just vote, vote, vote. They back on the Diddy, vote or die.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Diddy has sailed that ship. He's just like, hold your vote. Remember when he did that? Because we can't trust nobody. And they weren't. So I will not trust Biden administration telling us to vote because we voted for you. And we voted for you. You've done some things. I ain't no front. I got friends whose loans have been removed except for mine.
Child, what he did? I'm still waiting.
He did a couple of things, and I can't say he did many things. There are a lot of questionable things that we
have name one
on this show. I said he removed my friend's debt.
Yo, okay, name something else because he ain't do mine, so that don't count.
It don't.
I get the executive order. I get that one. That's one.
I don't like that he
2 weeks later.
I don't like, but the same thing. I don't like that he didn't extend the moratorium. If we can go all the way back to COVID-19, I don't like that he did not give us more funds, relief funds in that time. I don't like, I know that he did extend the moratorium. Let me be clear for people who are like, he did extend it at one point, but it's up. I don't like what he did with Title 14 and how clearly that was a whole racist law actually put in place by the Trump administration, but that benefited the Biden administration so that they can send Haitians back from being under the bridge. I don't like how he handled that and how he quietly just deported thousands, up to 1 million Haitians actually under his administration. And so
that's crazy.
I say all that to say there are other things that, of course, that we can definitely flesh out. But in this particular time, I don't like his response to the abortion, the overturn of Roe versus Wade, and how people are responding to it. I don't like his response to your own constituents, to your own people. Even when I'm looking at, because we're not always going to see Biden on the podium making statements. We've actually seen more of Kamala Harris making during interviews, and it's been, again, you got me going in circles, and I don't like to see that. I'm like, sis, like, why are it's a lot of just going around and around and saying nothing. And I know that she's very intelligent. I know that she's smarter than that, but I just don't think it's really something that they truly care about.
Right.
And I don't think they understand how big this is. Even the Christian community, I have seen their response, and they're actually saying that, hey, like, what are we doing? I've seen a lot of response that have been partnering with people who are protesting. And so on the other side, the side that you wouldn't even think they would be on, and it's pro-choice. And so we're because it's always an agenda that it almost seems to be. And I don't think the Biden administration really sees this. I feel like Biden being at the podium gave it, here you go. Man,
Yeah.
I talked about y'all little basketball player overseas. That's not enough. Yeah, y'all always asking of me. That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. Whoo.
I can't stand you. But that's really like what it was. It's like, I already gave y'all some. Damn, what else y'all want?
Yeah, and speaking of the basketball player I'm talking about, it's Brittney Griner, and we have updated news about her as well. So, former New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson is planning to travel to Russia to assist in talks to free the WNBA star Brittney Griner, who has been detained in the country, Russia, since February on alleged drug possession charges. 74-year-old Richardson runs an organization that negotiates for prisoner and hostage releases called the Richardson Center for Global Engagement. Richardson previously took part in negotiations between the U.S. and Russia that helped achieve a prisoner exchange that freed former U.S. Marine Trevor Reed from Russian custody in April. And this is according to ABC News. The former governor also represents another former Marine currently in Russia's custody. Okay, former governor Paul Whelan, who was arrested in Russia for alleged espionage in December of 2019. While the Richardson Center has helped return Americans imprisoned abroad, Richardson does not represent the White House or the U.S. government. So, I mean, at one point he did, but he's in the streets now. He's doing work that people he's doing work that the administration isn't doing. And I think that's beautiful. I don't know, never heard of him in my life, but it be the people that are just like, you know what, there's work to be done, and if these people ain't gonna do it, let me do it. There are ways that this thing can get done.
And
this isn't first on your agenda. Let me go ahead and step in and do what I need.
Exactly. At least the third party coming in is like, okay, clearly y'all busy and don't know what y'all doing because y'all still dealing with a lot of stuff over this side. Let me go ahead over here since I already got somebody out already for y'all. Let me go ahead back over here because they're gonna listen to me versus listening to y'all. So let me go ahead and handle it.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he is going over there. And they also did honor Brittney at the WNBA All-Star game where both teams wore number 42 on their jerseys. I was trying to get the video for that, but I couldn't.
Oh, I love that. And I love that there's support in that they aren't really showing and they aren't really talking about. And that's the funny part about it. They're not letting us see all that so they can continue to go on with their talking points about, well, and this is funny. And if we, let's flesh this out. Let's flesh this out while you guys are sharing, liking, and subscribing across all platforms. Let's flesh this out. Brittney Griner, right? We've talked about it on the show where we just said it doesn't matter. And at the time we had, and I kind of miss him. We had Dwayne's big head behind saying, well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Oh no, Rebecca.
We had him in the background. Yeah. And he was saying that, I mean, she did that though. Like, we got to know better. And I understood that, but that's the talking points that everybody on the other side are going to utilize. And when I was on the other platforms discussing this, they literally were just utilizing these platforms. Well, she did that, and if you break the law, I mean, you do the crime, and you do the time.
Do the time, right?
You know what I'm saying? Her parents don't want her. Her family doesn't want us to really talk about that, to be honest. So I mean, this is where we are. In order to save her, we can't talk about it. We can't discuss it. We can't say that she's stuck over there during a war. I'm like, who is that? Then they're saying, well, she admitted to it. Well, she pleaded guilty, or she did this, or she did that. They are utilizing this and saying this is why she should be kept there. And I will always go back to if it was Thomas Brady or whatever his name is, Tom Brady, if it was him. I told you what them people said. Somebody said that they would go and invade the country themselves to go free Tom Brady.
The Navy SEALs would be on the next thing smoking. I'm talking about covert operation. Y'all wouldn't even know he was home until he back out there on the football field throwing the damn football around. Like, when you came back?
Not an American football, not a white, legendary American football player. He would have been freed. They would have took the top off of the jail. They would have sniped every Russian official in there to go get that man. Brittney Griner, listen, they're asking for you in the U.S. It's finally getting somewhere, so we're gonna do our best to get you out. So let's just discuss. They're sending in a public defender, like just how they do folks here in America. They sent her
the public defender.
Like his whole tie is all. He just came for the free ride to Russia.
He's befuddled.
He putting up pictures on Instagram, and he finally gets there, and he's like, okay. Listen, this is what we're gonna do. You're just gonna have to plead guilty, and we'll move along and we'll figure this stuff out. But that's all we got right now. And once you plead guilty, I know it was only a little bit of hash oil, whatever they call it. I don't even know what hash oil is. Do you know what hash oil is? Okay, well, it doesn't matter. We're gonna go and fix this, and we'll figure it out. We'll get you home, and we're looking like 4 months, 4 to 6 months. Whoa, you want to get home now? Hold your horses, Brittney. I'm not here for that immediate release. We're working with the officials as best as we can, but I'll see you on tomorrow. Same time. All right.
Right.
That's her public defender. That's what it's giving. That's who America sent over to her.
Yeah. But at least he's doing good. He's like got one person out already.
No, not him. That man and the man that's doing that man where he from? Let me go back. From New
Mexico.
Bill Richardson. I ain't talking about him. He's doing something. I'm talking about what America sent to her. Like
originally.
Initially. Yes. Like no.
Like what's your credentials? What law school you went to?
Well,
DeVry.
I heard that's not even that was back in 2000 when I went to DeVry. I heard they're not even a school anymore. But
they not.
I went to a commercial that really got me off of my seat. That commercial that says you're sitting on the couch. That commercial.
Oh God.
So Everest, was one that I relocated.
That commercial used to drive me crazy. And so you're sitting there on the sofa, don't got a job, don't got nothing to do. What you doing with your life?
Right. It's literally Everest, and it made me. And the guy has his cap on sideways, and and he gets off the couch. It's a dark background. What were you? It wasn't even giving me daytime, if I really remember. Was he going to school at night? Did we even have night school college at the time? Oh, so much.
Right, Rebecca.
So let's cover Brittney. I love that this governor or former governor of New Mexico is actually doing something. Bill Richardson, I don't know, you never heard of you, but thank you for what you're doing. I don't know your history, but thank you for what you're doing for Brittney Griner, while a lot of people are not.
Hey, Rebecca, what are you doing with your life right now? You're sitting on the sofa, you're doing a podcast, you don't have a job. What you need to do is go on Everest.com and sign up for college today. You too can be exactly where I am, just like me, on the TV doing commercials for Everest.
You know what? I feel like I need to sign up right now. It's at Everest.com. They said that okay, like I'm a woman with the microphone. It's different from a man with the microphone on podcasts, but still, I, I saw them having this argument, Bubble. They
Oh
said
God.
it was like a whole bunch of men online, and they were doing like, you like women with fat asses, or do you like
Oh God.
women with natural hair, or because I prefer white women, to be honest. Like those conversations.
Okay.
And so somebody put in the comment section, and we used to build houses with our bare hands. But that's how I be feeling when I see the girls online saying, men are the cause of women not succeeding in life. Men are the cause of women just period not being able to grow in their lives. Men are the cause of women having periods. Men are the cause, just men, and it don't be just specifically any man. It be black men are just problematic. Black men, and I'm like, girl, look me thinking, and we used to really be out here leading the pack on the Underground Railroad.
Okay.
And all y'all talk about is this. It's the stupid conversations on the damn Twitter. And I'm like, y'all ain't tired of arguing yet?
Sorry, let's back to the girl.
Like, I don't care if men did used to build, and the ones that be saying this, the girls that be saying men used to be the ones to build houses with their bare hands. Yes, I agree. This is what I agree, that some men, a lot of the men that are viral in the space of podcasts, they shouldn't have no mics. Okay, we do need electricians. We don't need no more rappers. We don't, we do need mechanics. We do need those things. But if that's not what you want to do, okay, I ain't mad at it. We're not about to argue about this. And if I don't want to watch your content, I'm not going to watch your content. Yes, I will point out stuff of people who have big platforms. That means you're feeding the masses this BS. But some of y'all we don't even need to really give any light to. Same thing with women. A whole bunch of women are in the space. Just y'all too. Y'all can't be the ones that y'all ain't got no job. Y'all think that men should be catering to y'all all kinds of stuff, and you don't even know how to clean your house. And you expect the man to put you up in a brand new. None of y'all. And then they're having those kind of debates where men aren't wiping their booties, and their wives are putting that up on TikToks. Where are we today? We were the MySpace generation. We were the ones literally putting HTML codes together, placing them in strategic order on a blank canvas, and then pressing submit, only to see a beautiful masterpiece at the end of the day. That was us.
That was us. You said that right.
Now you're on TikTok talking about your husband not wiping his booty. Where are we?
Oh God.
Lord, I'm sorry, y'all. I know I done went and took it on a rant, because I just been seeing a whole bunch, and it's been really bothering. I'm like, y'all open your eyes first thing in the morning and get on
TikTok
and just say, you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna talk about how I only take a shower twice a month. Yeah, that's gonna go viral right in here. All right, and I'm gonna start documenting my kids in the same diaper for about 2-3 days, and how they don't get rashes because I put a special cream that I made in my kitchen on there. And so, yeah, okay. And there we go. This is what we're getting as actual content. Then we're getting this fake. Man. Then we're getting this fake stuff, Bubba, where people are creating scenarios that are not conducive to our communities, specifically the Black communities. And they're creating content that is going, like I said, viral to the... before I get there is... I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm going on a rant. I'm only saying this is going to tie in with the social media thing. Now I sound like an old lady, but it's going to tie into the social media whole thing. Y'all, over the weekend, the number one... And in Shade Room, I'm always on the Shade Room because I like the Shade Room. I like these different pages. They make me laugh, whatever. But I do think at times it can be hurtful because these huge platforms, these people with huge platforms can just post you at any given time,
Yeah.
and have the whole world attacking you. It's not like it used to be back in the day. Tabloids would be only a magazine that you picked up, and if you did watch Extra or E News, you would get that information, from that type of information. And TMZ came,
Right.
and the Shade Room is basically, was modeled after TMZ, but for Black people. So anyway, I say all that to say, the Shade Room actually didn't post anything of the drama that they were going through on Twitter over the weekend. We know that there was the Wireless Festival in the UK, and a lot of
Oh,
people. It was a big, big festival, huge
yeah.
festival. You guys have probably seen clips all over the place, but. On social media, it was trending on Twitter, not on Shade Room's stomping grounds, which is Instagram, but it was trending on Twitter, where Cardi B actually called out the blog site, and said, "You guys are always," because they posted her child, and she told them to take down her child for her birthday.
Mm.
And she said, "Take down my child," and they muted her from writing in the comment section. So then she went on to Twitter and said, "Hey, Shade Room, stop putting up my information on there, or putting my kids on there. You guys always want to put me on there to make me look a certain kind of way and have your whole fan base drag me. And many times I've tried to make peace with you guys. I've tried to give you guys things to post, and you guys are constantly posting me in a negative light. And then you want to turn around and post my child. There's a lot of shade that you guys know. People will drag my family and things like that." They wrote her back. The Shade Room's officials took to Twitter and wrote her back, and they were going, and it was very unprofessional. They were going back and forth saying, "We'll post our DMs because you wasn't saying that when you were in our DMs,
Wow.
and we will send our legal team over to you." It was a lot of that going on. I say that to say, if you recall, Cardi B did sue another blogger. A lot of these celebrities
Yeah.
are going the route of suing these bloggers, and sued another blogger, which had to front millions of dollars that she didn't have. And so the Shade Room was saying going back and forth very unprofessionally, but it made me think in that place. The Shade Room is a great place where you can promote yourself. And I do like that that platform was created for us to laugh or whatever. But there are a lot of people, no matter if you're a celebrity or not, because they'll post anybody, but there are a lot of people who are subjected to being verbally abused that can't handle that. They were never stars. They were never whatever, but verbally abused by God knows how many millions of people on that platform. They will rip you a new one. And on Instagram, it's different than Twitter. The comment section, the comment space, they are focused on what you look like. They are not going to create conversations that actually, to me, are they're different conversations. They whoever the first comment was that was the most, that had the most likes on it, everybody will follow suit on that particular comment. On Twitter, we'll see a lot of different conversations. But I say that to say these huge spaces can be responsible a lot of times for where they make or break you, and they will utilize their platforms to the same way as these podcast people who are on big platforms, these men and women who don't deserve the mic, they will utilize their platform to bash people. And what we see with Kevin Samuels, like large groups of people.
Oh, no, wait a minute, Rebecca. Now, you know I gotta come in and play devil's advocate, right? That's my Dwayne voice. Rebecca,
Yeah,
that's the same thing that Wendy Williams be doing.
I agree. I told you that. I said that.
but
I
you,
said
but
that.
you know, in the initial form of the Shade Room, it was exactly what it's for. To throw. We heard that. Okay, never mind. It was exactly what it's for. My headphones beeping. For this to be shady, and they strayed away from it because their platform got so big. It more so became like an entertainment site. So they weren't shading people how they used to, I think, because they expanded out so much. But it's just like you're right with certain ones, Cardi B being one of those. I don't know what it is about them and Cardi B. They just seem like whoever that got into it, whoever she got into it with over there, or whoever got into it with her. But I don't like her too much.
No, it's crazy. And here's the funny thing about it, you guys. I want you guys to really focus on this. Here's the kicker. The Shade Room never put this particular drama onto the Shade Room.
Right.
No one on Instagram who solely is on Instagram would have heard about it, but this was all over Twitter. Shade Room, who will post anything from Twitter, from this, from that, from whatever, and blast you, did not put their own thing on there. So it caused me to do a little bit more digging. I went and looked at who the exec was, who the owner and operator was, who the founder was, and it's a beautiful Black woman that I never knew. I did not know it was her. I thought it was the girl with the braids that's always on the page, but it's not. It was this beautiful Black woman who does not even post on her IG at all, who keeps her life very, very private from the public.
For that reason.
The person who literally runs a page that exposes folks or whatever does nothing, like has no real digital footprint. And to the point where her IG is called No IG such and such, because I don't know her name. Beautiful woman, smart move. But here is the business. Like this that's how the business works. The way they can't function without putting this news out there that blasts people. But in their own lives, on their own, for themselves, they will protect themselves because they understand the importance of protecting themselves from the public's views, comments, and things of that sort. We see that with people like RIP Steve Jobs with the iPhone. Wouldn't even give what was his children iPhones, doesn't even utilize it, but is the creator of the iPhone, the very thing that we are so addicted to. Doesn't even really use it himself, right? So that's what we see a lot of the times. And people with these huge platforms, and here's my second point with the whole reason I was saying that. People with these huge platforms, I've watched activists in this space utilize their platforms who have millions of followers to attack one person that they did not like what that person said. I seen a particular activist attack a college girl who was in school, who was asking the very same question that the rest of social media was asking this particular activist, and he sicked his 1 million followers on her.
It's called doxing.
Yes, that's what it is. The same thing that other guy that we talked about in the community. It's called doxing, and he's a cook. His name is Darius Cooks out here in Atlanta.
I ain't gonna talk about it.
A huge scammer.
A
huge scammer who utilized anytime somebody would say something about his business, he would go and put out personal information. And that's exactly what doxing is. You put personal information about that person. And that's what the Shade Room did to Cardi B. They were threatening to put out her personal information that she sent them in a DM.
Because all I'll say about that one is I know of him. Because I've been knowing about him for
he's in the community. I know he's in Atlanta.
Years.
LGBTQIA plus.
Black years. And part of what I saw already, like when he first started doing the whole cooking thing, he stole somebody's idea from somewhere and claimed it as his and started a whole damn cookbook. Yeah. So now when I tell you Fox 5 here, our local news channel, be on his neck.
Yeah. And they can't stand him. And they have the best stand-ups. Well, they're going to his door. They're knocking on it. They're calling him all kinds of they're pulling up at events. They're talking to people who said that he done had events with like roaches. They're doing everything because it's very, and I want people to understand, it is very doxing somebody. Is very, very, very dangerous. And to turn around and live a lifestyle where you're protected from being doxxed is very interesting when your whole platform is based off that.
Especially like when you do people wrong like that and then you're protected. You're the one that's doing the wrong, but because you went out here and put it on your page for your followers, like I went and read some of the comments after they posted the story. And it would like, bruh, it's right here in black and white, in color even.
But they deny.
Still sticking up for this man. Like
we played that clip on this show at one point, if you remember, and you had the same thing to say. Yeah, it was a while back. Yeah, and so, but yeah, so be careful in these spaces, y'all. I remember when I first got on, and look, I'm gonna lead it into another conversation. I'm gonna go grab the clip or. Josh, if you can, I want you to find, if you can, the clip of Olay, because this is going to tie into that conversation as well. I want you to find the clip of Olay on the Hill this past week when she was on there, and I was telling you guys how she handed them their behinds in discussing trans people, trans persons, and their right to choose if they want you to whatever they want you to refer to them as. And if you can, because I can pull that clip up, but I say that to say in this space, you will be gaslit. You will be attacked by people with bigger platforms than you. And you will feel like your voice is completely small no matter where you sit on an issue, because that platform seems to be bigger. And what they'll do is put you out on that platform. They don't care what they're saying, but they'll put you out in front of this space and feed you to the wolves that they know is the right. Because like it or not, as much as I like going on the Hill, because I get to speak on a different side, a perspective, and I don't look normally like the people that they do have on the show. They know that the right is going to eat you alive in the YouTube comment section. They understand that you'll be attacked in that section. So let me go ahead and find it, because she did send it to us. Hold on. Here we go. Found it. If you ain't find it yet. So I say all that to say people with big platforms do this and they attack and they do that. And I believe with every bit of me that there are that the right lives for this. And over this past last week, Olay had to stand 10 toes down. She literally had to stand 10 toes down and protecting. And this story was surrounding Elliot Page, and her dead or his dead name, excuse me, and how Elliot Page wants for people to respect him and calling him Elliot Page. It was not anything, like it was not nothing so big. I'm sorry. I'm trying to send it now. It was not anything that was so big that was gonna, but they made it such a big thing. Kim Iverson, if you've heard about her, she also stretched it to the max. But what they didn't know was Olay's pull space. And so Olay just posted it on her page. And so many people took to it. So many people reposted it. So many people identified with it. Whether whether people accept trans or not, they said if that person wants to be called this, be like, just call them that. Just call them that. And y'all, when y'all see this clip, I want y'all to see the response of the host, and the energy of the host, and how they received her. And 10 seconds.
Only 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, oh. That's my shit. Baby, we getting closer.
Ooh, that's my phone.
Don't make me count to 10, oh baby.
Oh baby. Look, y'all count down with us. 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Injection, fellas. Rebecca, you don't remember that song?
I'm 32.
Girl.
What is
you
it?
Don't remember? Even everybody, even Tyler Hackner knows it, and Tyler's 21.
I'm trying to hear it. I don't really know where you're going with this.
The love we have right next to you is here and always would be.
I feel like it's coming to me.
Your body emotionally as you can feel and will see. Why did we go all the way to the top? And the love 20. I'm sorry. It was Boys to Men. There we go.
Oh, okay. Now I see where you're going with it. Okay. Oh, so you're not. We're still having issues with it. I'm sorry. We're not able to pull it right now.
Had me singing this song on the air. It's okay.
I know we had you singing a song. He ain't even able to pull the video. My bad. Listen, we're having issues pulling, and I apologize. We are having issues pulling that video with
Oh Jesus.
with Ole and let us know if you do get it because we still got 15 more minutes. So we're gonna move on to another story. While we are waiting for that, I want you guys to understand yesterday, because it ain't never gonna be a day that we don't talk about police. It is never gonna be a day that we do not talk about police and how they handle Black folks or people, period, at this point.
Right.
There is a video that has gone viral. And in this video, it is showing police officers pointing guns at a person who was filming while they detain someone. So it's somebody walking by and they're like, what's going on? But of course they pull out their phones to film the cops. The cops, and this is in Fairfax, but I'm trying to think, where is Fairfax? It's in Virginia. Okay.
Virginia,
so,
yeah.
Cops, they claim that the person, they thought the person was armed. In this video, you will see just a person walking by with their phone up to film what is going on with the cops. You know, that's something that we have to do nowadays to make sure that cops don't lie. The cop looks at the camera and says, "You have a weapon."
Like, drop your weapon.
Let's take a look at this video. I kid you not. That's not the video. That ain't it.
That one there. The baby was going off with him. Where your clothes at?
First of all, y'all, Josh, I don't know what that was, Lord Jesus. Josh, do you have that video? Because that baby was cussing out the cops.
That baby was cussing out the cops, child.
I don't know what that story was, but that baby.
That's the one I told you about at the top of the show.
That baby was saying, like, giving the cops the business and the pampers. But this one is go ahead and roll it, Josh, please and thank you.
Yo, what the fuck, bro?
Oh, I apologize about the cursing.
Nigga, 2 feds, bro. 2 feds, bro. Why you pointing the gun on me? Why you pointing the gun on me?
Because you have a weapon.
What weapon? What weapon, huh? Bro, you look dumb, bro.
Down on your knees.
Get on the ground! Bro, what the fuck?
Get on the ground!
What scares me is I don't really know what happened at the end of this. Fairfax started trending on social media. And they started posting up so many different stories. I think on Monday itself, or in recent days before this video came out, police officers were called to a home because we're called to the home of a person who was having a mental breakdown. They called for help, get there, and were shot down by police. Were shot dead by police. Now, this story hasn't gone viral, but because of this going viral, that story didn't gone viral. Then so many Fairfax residents started taking to social media to discuss how Fairfax police officers are murdering people and getting away with it, are hurting people and getting away with it. So to see this person recording and to know that the police seen him and the woman comes up to him, draws her gun on him, and says in the video that he has a weapon.
You have a weapon. And for the other cop to say, get him.
To come with more force, overexert their force, overabuse their force, and scare people into not wanting to film anymore. Meanwhile, sometimes, and this is our only way out.
Yeah.
This is our only proof. And even now, even when we're proving this, we're still having to prove this. It's ridiculous. Even when we have it on video, moving 4K, motion picture, 10 different angles, we're still having to prove.
Mm-hmm. And Rebecca, most times I'll be scared to pull the phone out because they're gonna think that's a weapon too. Don't have a black case on it.
Mm.
Don't have a black case on it.
It's scary. It's scary. Holding the phone and potentially like being pulled over by a cop, and you knowing you have to put the phone somewhere where it doesn't look like a weapon, or take the phone out of your hands, or in that split second, should I put the phone up and record? You don't know, because the cop can always say, drop your weapon. You have a weapon, and say that. But anywho,
yeah, it's really one of those things. Like, we have to record when the cops pull us over, do anything now, because clearly they have the power to cut their body cams off or delete footage or do whatever, because all these incidents going on and the body cam footage is there's no footage, or y'all release it weeks later because y'all editing stuff. Come on, man, people are not stupid.
Yeah. And of course, we're looking at what cops will focus on, and that's going to be somebody holding a camera in their hand instead of actually focusing on domestic terrorists. We see that domestic terrorists are walking free, walking up to people, murdering people every single day. And they're not focusing on the weapon that the person really has. They're saying that this person is having a bad day. They're saying that these people, didn't mean to do this. They're afraid to go into the schools that they're protecting, to go and save children who are being gunned down, actively gunned down, while they're in the front afraid of that gun. But they see a person, possibly of color, with the phone in their hands, and they literally go into put your weapon down. They're not afraid of that. They're not afraid of that. And it's very interesting.
Yeah.
That bothers me, but I want to make the I want to put in the points that they have here for us in the document, which I do like. The presence and visibility of white nationalism is rising in the U.S., and the Patriot Front is one of the groups responsible for a lot that we know, which are the murders, the domestic terrorism here, and the group the Patriot Front is a group that has 40 chapters, or excuse me, it has chapters in 40 states. Patriot Front is other neo-Nazi groups have been tied to ideas of accelerationism, a theory that calls for violence to spur societal unrest. Most recently, Patriot Front marched through Boston attacking a Black artist and planned to show up to a pride parade with weapons. Remember that, to agitate the crowd? And the parade assault was stopped thanks to a tip from police from a concerned bystander. But when you look at even the clip of those people trying to barge in to go and, cause an unrest to, these people in the LGBTQIA community that they got nothing to do with nobody, just out here. When you look at that clip, you see the cops ain't really, they allowing these people to get real close to the doorways. They're allowing these Nazi folks, these white nationalists, these potential domestic terrorists to just pull up in that space, and they weren't really stopping them or using or overusing force. We didn't see over excessive force at all. So they pick and choose when to do that. They really do.
Yeah.
Jesus. We can't get that Olay clip for some reason.
Right.
But y'all just go on her page on the Twitter, and you will see it. Olay, put Olay in the trans conversation, and you will see it come up. And you guys should definitely take a look at that, if anything.
Yeah.
I think
let's cover space. Watching. Yeah, exactly. I said let's cover space before we get out of here. We got 7 minutes.
Space clear.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. So you want me to take it? I can take it if you want me to. Take it. So President Biden on Monday revealed the first full color image from the James Webb Space Telescope, the deepest view of the universe ever captured. This is the oldest documented light in the history of the universe from 13 billion. Let me say that again. 13 billion years ago, Biden said, introducing the highest resolution images yet of the infrared universe. And we have a clip that will explain all of this because I am not a NASA scientist and I'm not going to act like it. I just love space. So, Josh, play that clip, please.
Is defined by one single word: possibilities. Possibilities. I want to thank the team at NASA for once again showing that that's who we are. That's who we are as a nation of possibilities. And now let's take a look at the very first image from this miraculous telescope. NASA Administrator Nelson, I'm going to turn this over to you. So will you please tell us about what we're seeing?
Mr. President, if you held a grain of sand on the tip of your finger at arm's length,
that's dope.
That is the part of the universe that you're seeing, just one little speck of the universe. And what you're seeing there are galaxies. You're seeing galaxies that are shining around other galaxies whose light has been bent. And you're seeing just a small little portion of the universe. You know, 100 years ago, Mr. President, Madam Vice President, 100 years ago, we thought there was only one galaxy. Now, the number is unlimited. And in our galaxy, we have billions of stars or suns, and there are billions of galaxies with billions of stars and suns, and we're getting our first glimpse. As you said, Mr. President, we're looking back more than 13 billion years. Light travels at 186,000 miles per second. And that light that you are seeing on one of those little specks has been traveling for over 13 billion years. And by the way, we're going back further because this is just the first image. They're going back about
You can stop it right there,
13
Josh.
and a half.
Because, you know, the scientists start getting boring after a while. But y'all heard what he said. A grain of sand on your fingertip or arm's reach. That's just one grain, y'all. And people thinking out here that we by ourselves in this the universe. Child, please.
You think God will be that? Well, whoever you serve, I have to say that all the time. But you think whoever you serve would be that? Like he wouldn't create, he or she, they wouldn't create something more. I feel like we're not meant to really know more about this. Like if we were, we would. But I'm glad that we did find out there's not only one galaxy. I don't think I've ever thought. But I don't think my little self has ever thought that it was only one galaxy. Maybe in my time of actually focusing on science, and actually thinking about it, they already had came to that conclusion that there wasn't only one galaxy. But yeah, so to know that there was a point in time where they did think that there was one galaxy is crazy. Well, I mean, it's us. I mean, we're not the smartest. So you probably think there was only one galaxy.
I told y'all one thing that I always believed that Donald Trump said while he was in office, that there's a galactic federation. He was working to get us in there, but we couldn't because we are so behind on technology. I honestly believe that because looking at that one picture of that's like billions and billions of galaxies in that one picture. So I really believe that. I think that our species is human. We smart. We at least we think we are.
I don't think
but
Americans
I still think we're primitive as hell. We are primitive.
Yeah, I don't think Americans are a smart part of that species. We are like TikTok people. We can do the dumbest things, but the fact that we believe in ourselves, the fact that we believe in ourselves is what makes us go viral. It's what makes us feel like we are the best. It's because we believe that about ourselves, even though it's not true. We can literally steal your whole flow. Like we can just bar for bar steal it all and claim that we did it. And I bet you there were other countries that been knew about the, galaxies, probably seen for themselves what it looks like in space. Long time. We're probably on baby steps right now. But for us, we're just like, yo, look what we did.
Right.
Look at how we put this together. We did that. Just a little speck, right? Speck. You said speck. And, you know, but anyways, it was nice to see. But at the same time, you know, Earth is ghetto. I want to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Please.
Yeah,
it's you said something else, Rebecca, before we started talking about this. Like, you're glad that we don't know a lot of stuff that's out there, because I really think that if we knew everything that was in the universe and as much information out there, I think we would probably go crazy. We'll go mad.
We'll be cool. We'll mess it up because
we'll mess it up.
We don't do right with potential sensitive historic information. We don't do right. We remix it. Put graffiti on it. We don't take care of it. Okay, we'll utilize it for money, whatever we need to do. That's what we are. That's what we are as an American people. I can't speak for other countries. I can't, but I'm gonna talk about here, where we stay at.
Here, down
on
here,
this side of the earth. It doesn't give what it's supposed to give.
You beat me to it. Hey, real quick, they said on Tuesday a formal reveal of the other images will be broadcast live online, and viewing events are scheduled nationwide. So it's more videos and pictures coming today. They're looking at the atmosphere of a planet that's like 5,000 light years away. I'm so excited for this. I'm a big ass nerd, especially when it comes to space stuff. So yeah. And I know it's streaming right now. So yeah, we about to get out of here because I need to go watch that.
Yeah. I'll give you guys that time. Look, it's 10:30. It's time for us to go anyway, but I'll give you guys back that time. I'm about to do some tacos. So remember, it's Taco Tuesday. Thank you, Lateef. He already dropped off the little bit.
Right. Shout out to Lateef. Appreciate you.
Yeah, Lateef always got us, and I appreciate Lateef. I love you, meaning I'm glad that you were able to join on this morning's episode. And for those of you who want to support, we are doing the show for the Frizzle this summer. Wanting to stick with you guys. So if you can support in any way that you can, Cash App at Becca's Voice and DJX3C on Cash App and Venmo. Again, that is Cash App, Becca's Voice, and DJ X3C on Cash App and Venmo. Please continue to support, like, share, subscribe, put it on your page, put it in your stories, tag us. You know what I'm saying? On whatever social media you on there, tag us on Twitter, tag us on Discord.
Discord.
Tag us on Twitch, tag us on Instagram, on Facebook. You guys, we're trying to grow the show as much as we can, because we don't want to be just them people that just got the mic. We want to make a difference. And also, on tomorrow's episode, I want to tell you guys about a gala that I'll be doing. I'll be hosting for the young Haitian Americans of tomorrow. So I'm gonna be hosting that. Yeah. So get ready for that. I love you guys so much. I hope that you guys enjoy your Tuesday, and I love you. Mean it. I'll see you tomorrow.
And thank you everybody that came out. What was that, Friday for the patron party? Child, it was a lot. Rebecca, we'll talk about it tomorrow, but I had a work call that I had to take in the middle of the patron party. It was a lot. So we'll talk about it tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
We'll make a
start the show off with that. I need the story. Love you.
Right. Love y'all. Bye, y'all. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much again for tuning in today. Make sure that you enjoy your Tuesday. Do something for yourself. Your affirmation for today is, I am deeply grateful for the opportunities to push past my limits. I am deeply grateful for the opportunities to push past my limits. Y'all go be great, man. Love y'all. Mean it. We will see y'all tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. Deuces.
I stay dropping them jams. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, y'all stick around. Oh.